A very good afternoon for making the time for us this afternoon. My name is Mariambo. On the sign language this afternoon is Byron Abuli. This afternoon in the news, President William Ruto is in Kitui attending a Thanksgiving service there, and also will be bringing new matters in security in Baringo County. But right about now, let's listen in to what the President is talking about.
Formula, sasa badala ya ile formula ya zamani, tufanye kitu wa Kalenjin wanasema 50-50. Mnaelewa hiyo? Ati inasema nini? Tufanye gani? 50-50. Nusu kwa nusu. Sina mna hiyo? So Bishop, nilikuwa nimekuja na sehemu kidogo. Nilikuwa nimekuja na milioni 10. Lakini nitakuongezea ingine 10. Ndio ikuwe nusu. Si hiyo ingine nyinyi mtafanya? Sasa wale hiyo ingine sasa waja tufanye hiyo ingine. Nusu ya sasa nyinyi tuanze ile nusu ingine. Ndio? Sijui nani atakuja kupokea. Waja niite nani? Tafanya namna gani? Okay, very good. Askofu. How are you, sir? Very good. Sasa yako ni saidia microphone. Yes, Bishop.
Tayari nimeletewa milioni 10 na Mheshimiwa Rais. Na nasi kwa kanisa katika account tumeweka milioni 5,450.
Very good. Tayari kanisa la ACK Kitui Cathedral Construction 5,450,000. Wapige makofi. Naona inasonga. Kwa imani tutafikisha. Haya, niko na ndugu yangu hapa Bwana Elijah, pigeni makofi. Ametuletea shilingi milioni 1. Gavana wetu Bwana Malombe 1,200. Ndugu yangu Mheshimiwa Mwengi Mutuse, mbunge wa kutoka hapa jirani yenu kule Kitui West, Kibwezi West 1,200. Huyu anaitwa Kawaya, mbunge wa Mwala 1,300. Huyu anaitwa CNN, mbunge wetu wa hapa Mwingi West 1,100. Mama Rachel Nyamai, mbunge wetu wa kutoka Kitui South 1,100. Terry Mbaika ni PS wangu wa mambo ya airport na aerospace na hiyo ingine, na si niliwaambia tutajenga airport hapa. Huyu mama ndiye anasimamia. Milioni 900 na imekamilika. Tunataka sasa kupanda nyasi. Kae mzuri, turembeshe tu hapo ikae chonjo. Na stadium yangu kuna kitu kidogo imebaki.
That is the President, Dr. William Ruto, speaking there in Kitui during a Thanksgiving service and also conducting a funds drive over there. My colleague, that is Timothy Kipnoso, is there and will definitely be filing a more detailed report from Kitui County later on in our subsequent bulletins. But let's continue with the news where Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has dismissed opposition criticism of the Kenya Kwanza government defending the development gains made by the President William Ruto's administration. Speaking during a consultative engagement with more than 1,000 elders and stakeholders from Tiriki in Vihiga County, Mudavadi noted that the opposition is disorganized and disjointed and has no agenda for Kenyans. He urged the Western Kenya residents to rally behind President William Ruto and support his re-election bid in 2027.
Hii opposition iko disorganized, disjointed, disoriented. Yani iko D mpaka D. Nasema hivyo kwa sababu you must have a party that has a footprint ya kitaifa. Sasa wewe niambie, watu wamekuwa wakizungumza, okay, wamemtoa kwa ODM huyo, wametoa ule mwingine anasema anatoka kwa sijui DAP nini. Nataka niwaulize, hata wakisema wanaenda kutengeneza chama saa hii, watakuwa na nafasi gani ya kutengeneza structures mashinani kama vile UDA ina watu 20 katika polling station?
The Jubilee Party has extended an olive branch to the Linda Mwananchi team to join hands after being turned down by the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Speaking in Narok North, Jubilee Party Secretary General Moitalel Olekenta said the Dove Party was willing to work with the Edwin Sifuna-led team as the country heads to next year's general elections. The invitation by the Jubilee Party comes just 2 days after DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua slammed the Linda Mwananchi team for planning to hold a political rally in Ol-Kalou.
We as Jubilee are saying we want Linda Mwananchi wakuje tufanye kazi pamoja. Kama mtakikani malingine, sisi Jubilee tumewa. We are accepting you and we are welcoming you with open hands. And we don't want as a party any dictatorship. We don't care where the dictatorship comes from. If it comes from part of the opposition or if it comes from the government, we want a free country where democracy reigns. So hii mambo ya kusema ati hatutaki watu fulani mahali ingine, tunataka wengine, tunataka wa Kenya wajumuike pamoja wajenge nchi yao.
Let's cross over to Kilifi, where the Somali business community in Kilifi County has called for the arrest and prosecution of individuals behind the brutal murder of a trader at Gede village in Ganze sub-county. Community members say that 28-year-old Abdi Karim Isak Yunus was attacked at his shop and murdered before assailants escaped without stealing anything from him. Speaking during his burial at the Kilifi Muslim cemetery on Saturday afternoon, Harun Musa, a Kilifi businessman, alleged that the heinous crime pointed to a pattern of targeted murders.
Kijana mdogo ambaye hajafanya hati yoyote, alikuwa anafanya biashara yake na aliuawa kinyama, alichinjwa kama mbuzi. Hiyo haimaanishi kuwa hawa watu tulipoangalia tunaona si wezi, kwa sababu mwizi angeiba kitu. Hawakumuibia chochote, duka yake iko vile vile, ni kama walikuja kutaka kumuua yeye peke yake. Na hii kitendo tunaikilani sana kama jamii, na si ya kwanza, ni nyingi imefanyika. Tunaomba serikali, nafikiri huyu ni wa 4 sasa imefika.
So sisi tunaomba viongozi ambapo wako hapa wachunguze ile maneno na shida ambapo zinatoka wapi, kwa sababu leo tukipoteza mtu, kesho tupoteze mwingine, itakuwa ni shida. Watu hawana kibarua, mtu anakuja na rasilimali yake kidogo, anatafuta kibarua kujilisha, mtu anamkujia na chinja. Hili ni haki kweli?
Still on matters insecurity, where tension remains high in Losuk area, Samburu County, following the killing of 3 people killed in a suspected bandit attack. The bandits are believed to be from Tiati. One of the suspected bandits was killed in a gun battle which lasted for 2 hours. The attack comes just 48 hours after Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen toured the affected area and vowed to crush banditry in the area. Area residents called on the Cabinet Secretary to urgently address the security situation so that they can resume their normal lives.
Watoto ni mwaka kidogo. Kama sasa serikali hawezi kuingilia jambo kama hii, waadui wanakuja kuingilia mbele ya watoto, kuua watoto, tutalekea watu kwa tuseme na tumeseka. Na watoto wanauawa. Kwa hivyo nasema serikali waingilie kati hii maneno. Kwa sababu hii ni maneno imekuwa ngumu na sio jambo la kwanza. Kutoka zamani karibu sasa mwaka 20 tukipigwa tu. Na sio kusema ya kwamba area hii mahali ambayo ng'ombe napelekwa kuna chief, kuna DO, kuna DC, na kuna jeshi.
Tuko na matotol D, hii ni matotol D, tuko na ye, ni ya nini ya mchezo, hii mchanga hausi kiba watoto yetu. Hapo mahali tuko tulikuwa tunapanda ngano samani, lakini sasa hapo hii nyasi inaguliwa na mshwa na watoto yetu. Sisi ni nani katika Jamhuri ya Kenya?
A section of leaders in Kisii County aligned to the Jubilee Party has faulted the government for failing to address insecurity in the country. During Silver Jubilee celebrations at Nyabururu Catholic Church in Kitutu Central Ward, Kitutu Church's South former Cabinet Secretary for Education, that is Ezekiel Machogu, and former Kisii County Senator James Magara urged the government to address goonism in political meetings and provide security to all regardless of their political affiliation.
The spirit of any government is to protect human life and property. Serikali imewaachilia wale vijana ambao wanahusika, wale ambao wanapanga hii maneno, wale financiers. Hatujaona hatua ambayo inachukuliwa na serikali. Tunasema hata siasa yetu ambayo tutafanya katika hapa Usi na Kenya kwa jumla, tutafanya siasa ya amani.
Tuachie serikali wafanye investigation. Sasa kitu cha muhimu ni kuwa pamoja, tuwe na unity kama wa Kisii. Tusije tukachukua sheria kwa mikononi mwetu, lakini tuache serikali ifanye kazi yake.
And we're here to preach peace, unity of purpose, and a community that where we come from, we have never seen the pain people are seeing today.
We still have a lot more news to bring to you, so stay with us. We take our first commercial break. We'll be back.
Kukurea, Olmo, Rodri trying to poke holes in the defence. This is one way of doing it. Lamine Yamal is on the way. Yamal, brilliant! Side netting. Spain beginning to look irresistible.
Oh, he's tried to do him at the near post. He's given him the eyes, but Thibaut Courtois doesn't fall for it. Just tries to go for power instead. Just overcooks it ever so slightly, a yard the wrong side of the post.
Dial *977# or download my Power app to access Kenya Power services fast and easy. Kenya Power, nuru ya Kenya.
I'll be supporting England and maybe France. So napenda Mbappe and also do like Bellingham. Yeah, I think they deserve to win. Because the France team, they put in the hard work, so they deserve to win.
World Cup, I'm supporting France. My best players are there, someone like Mbappe.
Mimi nimebanule ref ali check out game ya Argentina na Egypt. Mimi nimemban hata siwezi mtaja jina yake, nimemban. Reason being, you saw what happened. Hata wewe ndugu mtangazaji uliona kilichoendelea. Na kama hiyo ni si bias, I don't know what is the definition of bias.
I reach for you and you are always there. The sweetest words of love hanging. One more time. One more.
Welcome back. We continue with the news, where Director of Public Prosecutions, Renson Igonga, has warned students against getting involved in school arson activities, saying anyone found culpable will face the full force. I beg your pardon, the full force of the law. Igonga, who was speaking in Kakamega during a prayer service at Lubino Boys High School, told the young people that such criminal activities risk ruining their future.
A special prayer service for students of Libinu Boys High School held at the Anglican Church of Kenya in Libinu, Mumias East constituency served as a perfect platform for those in the law enforcement to sensitize the young people against criminal activities, especially school arson that has in the recent past been on the rise.
And I'm always saddened when I'm forced to approve charges against minors. Minors are people who are less than 18 years. And the majority here are in that bracket. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu hawa ni watoto. Wewe ni mtoto, mbona unajiingiza kwa uhalifu? Because the moment you have a criminal record, even if it's a small offense, ile utafungwa miezi kidogo ama ulipe fine, your record becomes permanent.
Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP Renson Igonga, urged students to resolve any grievances with the school management instead of resorting to violence.
Jambo likitokea ambalo wewe kama wanafunzi ama nyinyi kama mnaona ni mbaya, bring it to the attention of the teachers, the principal. If they can't hear, there's still BOM, even your parents. Yeah, you can tell them. Waenda nyumbani useme kuna hii shida kwa shule. Tumeongea hata na walimu, hata mwalimu hakuna jambo wanafanya. Huyo mzazi atachukua jukumu kuja kuuliza shule nini kinaendelea na itasuluhisha, sio kuchoma.
He was accompanied by a section of leaders from the area who echoed his sentiments on students adhering to discipline.
You might be looking at it as maybe a difficult time. It is not. This is what shapes you in life. And if you want to have a good life, make sure that this time you use it well.
Never be manipulated by anybody. That is the statement I want to leave with you, and I hope that will help you as you approach your exams.
The warning comes in the wake of rising cases of schools unrest. Kamche Menza for Lunchtime News.
Funding institutions across Nandi County have been urged to integrate Kenya Red Cross clubs into their core curriculum programs to equip learners with life-saving skills and enhance emergency preparedness. The appeal was made during the Power of Humanity walk held at Kapsabet town, where participants also mobilized resources to support humanitarian programs by the Red Cross Society. Stakeholders noted that introducing Red Cross clubs in learning institutions would help nurture volunteerism, disaster preparedness and humanitarian values among young people, preparing them to play an active role in responding to emergencies and supporting vulnerable members of the society.
Parents, I wish that you may support your children and the school-going kids so that they may enroll to our clubs. And my call to all the schools is that let's work together in ensuring that we have existing clubs.
I think it will be high time, in partnership with Kenya Red Cross, we introduce first aid in schools because so that our students can participate in any emergency activity within the school and the home. And apart from that also, they should have that knowledge of emergency response and first aid response.
Umuhimu ni kwamba mtoto mleavyo ndivyo akuavyo. Wanapoendelea kukua wanakuwa wanafunzi ambao wanaweza kusaidia katika jamii wakati wa janga tofauti.
Former Chief Justice William Mutunga has called on scholars to prioritize preserving literature as a way of shaping society and important stories for future generations. Mutunga reflected on his own journey as an author and underscored the importance of literature in fostering dialogue, preserving stories, and shaping society. Mutunga was speaking in Nairobi during the launch of a Kenyan novel, A Father for Adamba, written by Daystar University lecturer Dr. John Mudego. The book explores fatherhood, identity, and forgiveness. The event brought together scholars, legal professionals, authors, and literature enthusiasts.
This book is talking about fatherhood, talking about forgiveness, it's talking about issues in life, including extramarital births. It's talking about betrayal. And I want to just dedicate this to all fathers who are struggling in life.
There are stories I can tell and keep you until midnight about, those schools and some, and the teachers who taught us. Every market has a madman. And yes, in the market we had one person. Everybody said he was mad, but the kids listened. We listened to what he was saying.
To news making headlines in the counties. The government's plan to give adults who never completed secondary school an opportunity to sit the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education examination has received backing from a cross-section of leaders. This and more stories in our County News Roundup.
Speaking at a prize-giving ceremony at Mudedeni Girls High School, Mola Member of Parliament Vincent Musioka Kawaya described the initiative as a major step towards expanding access to education. Kawaya noted that the program allows candidates who never completed Form 4 to sit for a Kenya National Examinations Council qualifying test later this year.
Mtu yoyote ambaye kumaliza Form 4 na ambaye angetaka kumalizia hiyo Form 4 kabla to transition fully away from KCSE, wewe uko sasa na nafasi ya kufanya kitu inaitwa QT, qualifying test, next year katika mtihani ambayo inakuja next year 2027.
Elsewhere, the Alego Usonga Constituency Development Fund has released more than 46 million shillings in bursaries to support the education of bright students from vulnerable backgrounds in the area.
This check, please, don't keep it. We want by Monday, because I'm able to see from the bank which check has gone through. That is why when you check the check, I'll be able to call you and ask you why the check has not gone through the bank. If you put it to the bank right now, I'll be able to be notified. This particular check has gone through.
Meanwhile, police officers from Mutwati Police Station in Egembe North Constituency, Meru County, have arrested 4 herders and confiscated several herds of goats and sheep following complaints from local farmers over the destruction of their crops.
Operation nyingi sana kuanzia tupate malalamishi ya wananchi, na jana kuna mahali tumefaulu kupata mifugo takriban 300 hivi ambayo ikijumuisha mbuzi na kondoo, na tukaweza kuwaleta hapa kituoni Mutwati.
Finally, communities across Kenya's coast region that are yet to access the Bible in their mother tongues could soon benefit from accelerated translation efforts.
We're here in Mombasa so that we can have this run and walk for the Bibleless to support the communities in this country and also in other places where the Bible has not reached, so that we can translate it.
From the counties, the Kenya Defence Forces has commenced an infrastructure facelift and construction of classrooms in 10 primary schools in insecurity-prone regions of Laikipia County as a strategy to restore peace.
Smiling from here to here, we believe in our
Nataka kutangaza tuko na madarasa zile ambazo zimeanzishwa pale chini ya amri ya Rais Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Nataka kuwatangazia watu wajikaze, kazi imeanza. Chini ya miezi miwili ile madarasa tutakuja kufungua ikiwa imekamilika.
Nikaongea na rais, nikamwambia Laikipia North imekuwa affected na banditry, akaniambia nichague shule 10 ambaye itafanywa na KDF. Na moja yao ni hii, ingine ni Ngenia, kuna ingine Bokish, kuna ingine kule Mgogodo Forest, kuna ingine pale Tiamamut, kuna shule 5 upande wa Sosian ambaye KDF inafanya.
I look at sports now, where Patrick Matu emerged the overall winner of the 4th edition of the New Gen Golf Tournament held at the Windsor Golf Club. M. Kubo was the men's winner, while the ladies' titles was won by Anna Maingi.
Patrick Matu won the overall title with a score of 36 points, narrowly edging Nathan Juguna, who settled for second position, also on 36 points. M. Kubo won the men's title with a score of 41 points after beating closest rival Stanley Gachoki, who took the runners-up award. Anna Maingi was the best lady of the tournament with a score of 38 points, easily beating Millicent Mello, who was the pre-tournament favorite and who finished second with 39 points.
I'm really excited to be here today. Always looking forward to be part of the New Gen series that happens every year. In this series, we get to meet with industry leaders in the tech space, get to meet my peers in industry, and it's always a fun day to be out here and enjoy.
A total of 120 golfers from the banking and insurance sectors competed in the one-day tournament that saw an additional 20 players compete this year compared to 2025 when 100 players teed off.
We've been waiting for the whole year for this particular tournament to happen because, whenever I think we started 4 years back. That point of time, there were around about 60 to 70 people, players who came for the tournament. But today, I think it was 120. So the tournament is getting more and more popular, and every year we try to make it all the more grand for the next year.
And we have actually started local skill development with our partners here and stationed 2 of our technical leaders here to develop the Kenyan IT community on the platform and skills.
The number has doubled from the first edition in 2022 when only 60 players competed in the inaugural tournament that has always been held at the Windsor, and the organizers, New Gen, are now planning on making the event a 2-day tournament from next year due to the rising number of golfers.
And to matters World Cup, where Argentina and England booked their places in the 2026 FIFA World Cup semi-finals after dramatic extra-time victories in their quarter-final clashes. Argentina beat 10-man Switzerland 3-1 with Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez scoring late in extra time after Alexis McAllister's opener had been cancelled out by Dan Doig. Switzerland played the final stage with 10 men after Bril Embolo was sent off following a VAR review. Meanwhile, England also needed an extra time to overcome Norway, with Jude Bellingham scoring twice to inspire Thomas Tuchel's side to a 2-1 comeback victory in Miami. The results set up a blockbuster semi-final between Argentina and England on Wednesday, with a place in the World Cup final on the line.